Jim Jordan rejected in first round of House Speaker vote. Republicans rejected Representative Jim Jordan for House Speaker on a first ballot Tuesday, as an unexpectedly numerous 20 holdouts denied the hard-charging ally of Donald Trump the GOP majority needed to seize the gavel. More voting is expected as Jordan works to shore up support to replace the ousted Kevin McCarthy for the job, but the House immediately went into recess as the firebrand leader of the GOP's hard right flank struggled to take a central seat of U.S. power. After 2 weeks of angry Republican infighting since McCarthy was removed by hardliners, the House vote quickly became a showdown for the gavel. In all, 212 Democrats voted unanimously for their House leader, Hakeem Jeffries of New York, while 200 Republicans voted for Jordan and 20 for someone else. Jeffries has no chance of winning, and Jordan must pick up most of his GOP foes to win a majority. But with public pressure bearing down on lawmakers from Trump's allies including Fox News Channel's Sean Hannity, it's unclear how long the holdouts can last. Jordan swiftly flipped dozens of detractors in a matter of days, shoring up Republicans who have few options left. The political climb has been steep for Jordan, the combative Judiciary Committee chairman and a founding member of the Right Flank Freedom Caucus. To seize the gavel, Jordan will need almost the full majority of his colleagues behind him in a House floor vote, as Democrats are certain to back their own nominee, leader Hakeem Jeffries of New York. With the House Republican majority narrowly held at 221 to 212, Jordan can afford to lose only a few votes to reach the 217 majority threshold, if there are no further absences. Making the official nominating speech was another top Trump ally, GOP Conference Chairwoman Representative Elise Stefanik of New York, who drew from the lessons of the Old Testament before declaring Jordan will be, "We the People" Speaker. On the other side of the aisle, Democratic Caucus Chairman Representative Pete Aguilar of California nominated Jeffries and warned that handing the Speaker's gavel to a vocal election denier would be a terrible message, at home and abroad. Aguilar recited all the times Jordan voted against various measures, abortion access, government aid and others, Democrats chanting, "He said no." Upset that a small band of hardliners have upended the House by ousting McCarthy, Republicans have watched their majority control of the chamber descend into public infighting. After a late evening meeting Monday at the Capitol turned into a venting session of angry Republicans, Jordan acknowledged, "We've got a few more people to talk to, listen to." One holdout, Republican Representative Ken Buck of Colorado, said Jordan's role in the run-up to the January 6, 2021, attack on the Capitol and his refusal to admit that Biden, a Democrat, won the 2020 election remained an issue. Jim, at some point, if he's going to lead this conference during the presidential election cycle and particularly in a presidential election year, is going to have to be strong and say Donald Trump didn't win the election and we need to move forward, Buck said. Representative Matt Gaetz, R-FLA, who engineered McCarthy's ouster by a handful of hardliners, publicly praised each lawmaker who has flipped to Jordan's column, and berated those who have not. One by one, others also announced their support. Still, it could take multiple rounds during House floor voting, not unlike in January when it took McCarthy 15 ballots to win the gavel. Democrats have decried the far-right shift, calling Jordan the leader of the chaos wing of the GOP. Jordan has been a top Trump ally, particularly during the January 6 Capitol attack by the former president's backers who were trying to overturn the 2020 election he lost to Biden. Days later, Trump awarded Jordan a Medal of Freedom. Now the Republican Party's front-runner to challenge Biden in the 2024 election, Trump backed Jordan to replace McCarthy early on and was working against the nomination of Scalise, who withdrew last week after colleagues rejected their own rules and failed to coalesce around him. Tensions remained high among Republicans ahead of voting. Some Republicans resent being pressured by Jordan's allies and say they are being threatened with primary opponents if they don't support him as Speaker. One aide said their office received an email from Hannity's team pushing Jordan. Others are simply upset at the way the whole process has dragged out.